So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Report! Middle.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Niners at 7 and 5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Jackson going to take off with it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And across the truck, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. First down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Drake Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. In motion left is Wilson. Tua to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your option.
Touchdown, 49ers! Lamar Jackson, 54 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Tua now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The center receiver in motion to the right. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 41, Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Got that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On play action, here's Tua. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
In motion right is Brown. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now on second and 13, Jackson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because